Hey, what's up? Welcome back to Miss Joan Uncut with your host, Miss Joan. I want to thank you so much for tuning in. Please excuse me, I'm really tired. It's nighttime while I'm doing this. I'm getting ready to go bed. But before I was getting ready to go to bed, of course, I was scrolling through the YouTube streets. So before I get into the commentary, I want to thank all my new subscribers and my OG subscribers, my day ones. Y'all really showing out. And I appreciate y'all because the truth is, I did not know how this was going to go for me. And I tend to sometimes have self doubt. And I know making this type of commentary is not the most favorable, but I really do enjoy being into like the beef and drama sectors. I don't know, I just like it, and I feel like I have something to say. And you guys have been very supportive, awesome, engaging in my comment section. This is the most I really like enjoyed actually conversing with others, so thank you. All right, I'm not gonna hold y'all up. You know how we do, we get right into it. Ciao. Now listen, here I am, minding my business, going around the YouTube streets, and I come across Jaguar Wright, and she's doing all these uploads, and I'm like, okay, what's going on? So now suddenly, this new man of hers up in Chicago, Sipp. Okay, I call him the backpack guy. Okay, I'm gonna explain why. Now all of a sudden they broken up, and I'm like, didn't we already go through this? Like, why y'all can't break up? Why we gotta break up with you, right? I say this all to say, I feel like it's a play. I don't believe it. The only thing that can make me even a little bit believe that these two have broken up is because in VS Live today, she pretty much said that her and Jack sat together and conspired to look up this man's information, his family information. I guess this was prior to her going to Chicago, and she discovered some of his people know her people, he know her brother, and today she threatened that if Jag don't chill out, if the guy Sipp does not do something about Jag, she is going to have the cops pull up to that man's mother house. The reason why I don't have like a shock outrage type of response is this is how VS move. Period. I said it. You have other people coming from the beef sector now. It seems like there's somewhat of like a small merge between the black tea and the beef sector now. And they're even coming over talking about how VS is. Now, a lot of it is fabricated, but you get the gist. Or at least exaggerated, should I say. So I'm pretty much freestyling this. I have no notes, so please bear with me, and I'm going to try to not make this as long. I am like really tired. But I've been trying to do this video for the past like 2 days, but I didn't really know much about this guy Sipp, right? And so I don't like to just jump into stuff without kind of doing some type of background research, but I really couldn't find too much on this dude. So as I'm just going through like people, I think it was Jag's old videos, trying to see like, you know, when did she meet this guy? You know, I've been on hiatus. I've been in and out the sector, but you know, I knew she had a new man. I didn't know who. I'm scrolling. I see one of her videos from like maybe a month ago. And I see this picture of this dude on the panel with this backpack on. And then it clicks in my head. I'm like, oh, that's the backpack dude. That's who that is. That's the backpack dude. And so the reason why I call him the backpack dude is because I remember him being on Cat Medusa's panel all the time. When I first started doing commentary on Jaguar Wright, I would, Jag would sometimes go over to Cat. So, you know, you're going to go where you have to go to get your tea. And I will always see him up there. I remember when Kat got into like a fallout with Deja after, you know, she started her channel and, you know, Deja and her was going back real bad. He would be the one who would jump up on her panel and talk his shit and have her back because they both live in Chicago. So when I saw that, I said in my head, I'm like, oh, so that's cat people. Jag is fucking with cat people. Okay. Okay. So now I'm like, is what's going on? Like, I don't know. I find it weird. I'm gonna be just very honest with you. I find it weird. And dude been talking really crazy, but he's always kind of talks crazy, but I think what disturbs me the most, not saying like I know Jag on a personal level, but what disturbs me the most is these people come over into this sector or they get involved with Jaguar. I'm not going to even say sector. We're going to leave this sector out of this. These people find Jag, get involved with Jag, and then when we try to be like, okay, you know what's going to happen, right? They're like, oh no, you're hating on Jag. You only know her 1.2 seconds. We've known her for about 3-4 years. She has done everyone like this. There's people, it's a list. Jag leaves a list of victims. I don't think he's a victim though. I think this is a play. So I just wanted to give you just a little background on like why I call him the backpack dude. That's the backpack dude right there. So as I'm listening to this video, and I'm going to play just a snippet, just because I noticed Jag now what she does is she plays music in her background while she records. And if you don't want to get a copyright strike or anything, or you want to be monetized, like you can't play that. So I'm not going to be able to play her video. Don't really care to. But there is a section in one of her videos that she has no music and she's talking to, I'm going to tear that young lady name up. Ayesha. I'm gonna get it together. And I listened to these two up there talking. So let me just start off. First, she broke down this 45 minutes into like this 45-minute video into like two parts. One part is kind of like what made me think it's fake is of them fighting. He's calling her all kind of bitches. She's begging him to come back. He's saying that she can get gone. I'm sitting here like, it's a play. What did Jay say? What the whole say? I don't believe you. You need more people. I'm like, if you watch Jag and TJ break up, if you even watch Jag and Goomba break up, like it's intense. Even like a little disagreement in a spat is very intense. This was so fake. Now, I could be wrong, right? They really could have broken up. But to me, it's fake. Because Jag was just manic. Her emotions was all over the place. I feel like they're doing this. I mean, let's be honest. Like, you have Jag over here saying like she loves him and all of this. Like it's very toxic. It's very unhealthy. This is Jag. This is what Jag gives, right? She's gonna give us a show. But for some reason, I think this time is being pushed on us. I feel like it's not authentic. And when I say authentic, I mean authentic Jag way, right? Where like she just flips the fuck out on the person she with. Excuse my language. And then that person. Not everybody's going to be able to do this being on YouTube 24/7. Now, if this dude really is like over this YouTube, because the whole video, Jag is like, oh, you're going to break up with me over YouTube. It's always over YouTube. Deja vu. She did the same thing with TJ. Oh, you're going to break up with me because of YouTube. Oh, you can't handle it. But it's like, if someone's telling you I'm going to have the popo, and Jag did say this in his video, I should have time marked that one. But she did say the reason why her and this alleged breakup was occurring was because all behind VS saying that she was going to have the police go to this man's mama house. I would not blame him. Because who this is the police. Real quick, let me throw this in here. As a Black woman that grown up in this country, right, legally born, whether you're not, but I just know here in this country, for me, I have always been raised that Black people just don't call the cops like that. We don't really do the cop calling unless it's like dire need, like it has to be the worst of the worst. But then I get on YouTube and everybody's a cop caller. Everybody's taking people to court just over words. Like nobody's really harming anybody. It's just a person can't take what somebody said and says like, oh, I'll fix you. I'm going to go to the police. I have never been around a bunch of grown ass adults that feel so comfortable around the police. Like, that's a red flag. Just want to put that out there. Pay attention to the people who always tend to run to the police. Stay the fuck away from them, please, for your safety. Because something's wrong to want to constantly keep calling a system that was meant to oppress us. But we're not gonna get into that. I'm just this constant need to have to be something you're not. Jag can't help it. She's just, cuckoo. But this dude, Sipp, I got two questions, or just two things, right? If he's just going along with this, you must be bored, my guy. Or you just love to be in the mess just as much as us. And any man that's just as messy as a woman, I don't trust. Okay? Especially if he's supposed to be a heterosexual male. Or the other thing is, homie really just thought it was going to be just that sweet, and now he realizing like Jag really is off the chain. She don't sleep. She's constantly manic. So now all of a sudden she's sitting here, he calling her bitch, telling her she gonna leave. She talk about, I'm not leaving, I moved my stuff in here, I'm gonna stay here. He over here calling her all kind of B's, she over here calling him all kind of D's, D-I-C-K's, right? And the crying is just, go over there and check it out, you'll see it. But I want to play this one part where she's talking to the girl, and then something weird happens. I start hearing like meditation music in Jaguar's background as she's sitting here putting on this Oscar performance of, oh my God, I just really loved him. I asked him if he loved me and he said he didn't love me yet. Let me let that resonate with y'all. I told him I love him. I asked him that he loved me and he said he didn't love me yet. Then we got hit with we was going house shopping and hunting, and we was going to buy this so-and-so acres of house with a yard. That's why I said this shit fake. Now, maybe he dropped the gas. Maybe thank God I have cousins up here, and we got to do this again, Jag. Okay. So let me go ahead and get to this video. But I'm going to just tell you, I was going to wait till the morning to see, because they're going to wake up in the morning and, babe, do you want buttermilk biscuits and scrambled eggs and bacon? And I'm going to just be like, what the fuck? So I'm just ready for their ass to just say April Fools. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and play this part, and just to hear a little bit of it so you can see where I'm getting my Jag is a lot, child.
After argument, whatever, I just heard you, but my instinct called me, but it wasn't my place to go, what was wrong.
We were arguing about fucking YouTube.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't my place to go in there and, to stop the argument, whatever. I just heard you, but my instincts was telling me to go check up on you, but Kimmy called right at that moment. And that's when I got up and went to go check on you to make sure you was okay.
But now
this is why I'm saying, like, I just don't believe this crap, because now she's saying Kimmy calls her right at the moment when Jag calls her. Like, why are you bringing Kimmy up? Jag and Kimmy. Like, is y'all all playing in our face? Okay.
After that, I look in his eyes and I can see where the disappointment is, like, because we were laying in bed the other night and he was holding me and we were talking about that night and how scary it was. I tend to play things off. I know myself, I know my body. I know what stress does to me.
Right. And I understand.
But he was holding me. He was just like, you being here or you two being a part of our life, you being here is more important. It's more important.
Yeah.
So I really got to take into consideration how much of that fucking fight derived.
Do any of that sound authentic? Like, dead ass
from that place,
Uh-huh.
I mean, the truth is once we get Dollar Delp get launched, I'm going to be doing a bulk of my personal content there. Keep It a Bean podcast and the VR concert series and all of that. That's on Profits Plus. That's BB Films.
So I just want y'all to hear this one little part where, if you can hear it, I'm gonna try to turn it up, where this heifer put on some damn meditation music in the middle of this acting performance. Just listen. Let me see if I can get it up a little.
Truth is, I'll have no need for YouTube.
Live.
What do y'all think?
Oh my Lord. Here we go.
What not? My bonds.
Y'all hear it?
And my work.
Baby,
and the truth is,
they putting in overtime, aren't
as
they?
long as the work is on YouTube, I don't have to be. But as I sit here and I think about
that's it. I'm not gonna torture myself nor torture y'all anymore. Okay. So you need to cut it. Your price is way too high. You need to cut it. I can't. I can't. So if you guys care, if you go over and listen to the full video, like the full complete video where like they're going at it, it just sounds so just fake, unrealistic. I feel like they feel like they have to put content out in a breakup, and now all of a sudden he's just like, he's gone, you don't hear. This is what we left with, y'all. This right here. And 9 times out of 10, classic Jag, they'll be fine in the morning and they'll be having Folgers in their cup and Folgers in, you know what I'm saying? And in their ego, Lego my way, Lego my ego. And you know that egg, remember that drug commercial back in the day? This is your brain. And they show you the egg and they crack the egg. This is your brain on drugs. That's how I feel right now. Baby, I'm exhausted and it's been nothing but crazy people today. And I need to get back to watching my Power 3 catch up and take my butt to bed. I say all of this to say, let's just keep our eye out. I feel like this is not it. I think we'll know. I'm not saying like I'm hoping they break up. I'm not saying nothing like that. We just know they're gonna break up. But him, honey, first of all, the fact that she messing with a Chicago man is brave. I live in the state of Illinois. I'm not from here, but I live here, and I have an ex from Chicago, and I have a very, very, very good friend, and he's from Chicago, and he lives in Chicago, and me and him, we talk almost every day. They crazy. Chicago people different, honey. Especially the ones out the hood. Oh, baby, they different. They different. Like psychologically, and I'm not saying they're crazy. I'm just saying their environment is different than most like hoods. Everybody hood. You got Cali, you got New York, you got Jersey, you got Chicago, you got Texas. Chicago's different. You know, if you're from Chicago, you know exactly what I mean. And he was threatening to put like, I don't know if he was saying he was going to beat the shit out of her or she would just get beat up. Talk about Jag, but like, even if y'all putting on a little skit, like y'all doing too much. To threaten harm, for a man to threaten any type of harm on a woman is a red flag. Joke or not, y'all could have did something different. Now, if he being serious, yeah, get the fuck up out of there. Like, Jag gonna mess around and get one of these really batshit crazy people off the internet and go deal with them, and she's gonna regret it. She better calm down. Anyway, this is like a rant. I did this at the last minute. You know, please forgive me if this is not like my best, but I just wanted to get that off my chest. So let me know what you think. If you even care to know, if you watched the video, it had some pretty decent views. So I am thinking quite a few you seen it. Let me know what you think. Do you think this is real? Because maybe, maybe I'm just not, choosing to want to believe it because of Jag reputation and her pattern of like fake relationships, breakups, and all of this. Let me know what you think below. Please do not forget to like, subscribe, comment. Let me know how you feel. If you run into any content or anything you would like for me to do commentary on, please let me know in my comment section. I'd be more than happy to look into it. But until then, you know how we do over here, baby. I want everyone to have a blessed weekend.